Yo, what is up, y'all? My name is Devin, and today I'm going to be talking about the biggest lie that we tell ourselves as trans-masculine individuals, which is that we cannot accomplish our goals or that we have a limit that we hit when it comes to our physique goals. But before I get into that, make sure if you're new here and new and not subscribed, you go ahead and press that subscribe button down below. Feel free to join my channel membership as well to support me and get some channel perks. If you are interested in getting these gains, go ahead and email me at devindoescoaching@gmail.com, which will of course be linked in the description down below. So a lot of us are very aspirational when we first start out in our transition. We have these people that we look up to, that we want to strive towards looking like. And then as we get into our transition, I see a lot of people sort of feeling defeatist. They sort of feel like, oh, I can never look like that. I have too much fat around my hips. My chest is too large. Oh, I have bad genetics. I'll never be able to change how my body looks by itself. I just hate to see people thinking like that. I hate to see that mindset because it is entirely not true. Whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, it's true. And I feel like that is so fucking true when it comes to us specifically, because some background on myself, I actually was kind of chunky and I had D cups, as unfortunate it is for me to say that. I don't like to say that, but I only know because I wore sports bras all my life, but my girlfriend actually was a C cup. I was larger than her, so she was like, yeah, bro, you were definitely like D cups. So I certainly do not have D cups anymore. And honestly, a large reason of why people, I guess, like my content or like what I'm about is the fact that I didn't take no for an answer. I just knew that top surgery was not gonna happen for me for a long time, and I refused to be, stuck with only binding. I refused to hate my body. I was getting emasculated by like male coworkers. I just felt soft and I felt weak and I felt like a bitch, to be honest, okay? I refused to accept that. People say like, I want to be built like you, but I could never do that. And it's like, what do you guys think that I started off as? With great genetics? No, I was built like a bag of milk. I was built like cottage cheese. Like, I was built terribly. If you saw results within 3 months, okay, within 6 months you look like a bodybuilder. After 2 years you'd be Mr. Olympia. It takes a long ass time to build muscle, to put muscle on your frame. It takes a long time to lose weight. Anything you want to do with your body, you have to think, how long have you been in the boat you've been in, right? How long have you been overeating? How long have you been undereating? Everything is very relative, okay? So if you want to lose 30 pounds, think about how long did it take you to gain 30 pounds. You didn't just wake up one day and gain all this weight. And the same holds true for, building muscle or losing weight. You're not just going to wake up one day or after 2 or 3 months. It does take time. But the good part of that is if you put your head down and you just think grind, focus, it doesn't matter if I'm taking pictures and I'm not in love with what I see. I just have to keep doing what I'm doing, because the alternative to like, oh, well, I'm not seeing results, so I'm just going to quit. Well, good luck. Great job. Now you're going to look like that forever, and it's probably going to get worse. And that's just the worst thing you could possibly ever do for yourself. Whether you feel like it's happening fast or not, it doesn't matter. Like, it's happening whether you see it or not. And you giving up, if you're following a diet and you just give up on the diet, well, now you're just going to be back to doing what you did before. And we know that famous quote is, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. I would hate for people to be like, oh, well, you know what? I'm not even going to try to work out because I know I'm not going to look like how I want to look like. Everybody does have a different starting point. Some trans guys are blessed with, very small chesticles. Some trans guys are blessed to never have developed hips in the first place. Honestly, for the most of us, we are not blessed like that. A lot of us look like shit to start off. And guess what? Like, you're not the only one who starts off looking like shit. I know I still have wide hips. Even after all the years of training, my hips are not completely square, okay? It's just something that you have to deal with, right? There are cis guys that also have wide hips, so it's not the end of the world for them either. You just have to sort of do the best with what you have. If you more so want to build your body to, have a V-taper, listen, everybody's not going to look like a bodybuilder. If you just want to look fit, which should be the goal for most people, it's going to take a little bit of effort. It's going to take a little bit of work, but it's definitely fucking achievable. Stop thinking that we have all these barriers, all these limits. I can't accomplish this because of that. There are transgender bodybuilders. There are transgender, folks in the military. Plenty of my clients are transgender police officers. I have EMT clients. Like, we can literally do anything, okay? I'm sure there's transgender doctors out there that I just don't know of. Stop putting these limits on yourself. Stop not believing in yourself. That's the most terrible thing you could ever do in your entire life, is just not believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, how can anybody else believe in you? Anybody. How could your mom, how could your dad, how could your brother, how could your girlfriend, your boyfriend, anybody, how could anybody believe in you if you don't believe in yourself? You have to. I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, bro, you can't even stop us, dog. You can't even stop it. Like, sometimes I don't feel like I can do shit. I don't feel like I can get top surgery. I don't feel like I can do a lot of things, but whether or not my head is telling me I can or I can't, my actions are still the same and it's always striving towards the next level, right? So make sure that your actions align with what your brain wants to accomplish. You can't say like, I want to move out of my parents' house, and then you're spending all your money on food, DoorDash, this and that, or you're just buying stupid ass shit. You know, like, what are really your goals? You have to get real with yourself. And the same comes to food, right? Like, you can't say, I want to look better, I want to feel better, and then you're just still doing the same shit. You're surrounding yourself around the same people who are very unhealthy. They're not worried about your goals. They're not trying to keep you on the right track. Well, you're doing yourself a disservice, right? So make sure that you're not placing limits on yourself. Make sure that you're thinking there are no boundaries, and just be a beast. Just be an absolute fucking Targaryen, okay? If you don't watch Game of Thrones, you don't get that reference, but just be a fucking monster, be a dragon when it comes to your goals, and do not take no as an answer from yourself, okay? Or from anybody else. If you are interested in coaching, where I literally like, I love coaching so much because I just feel like I try to instill so much of that. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do in my clients, as much of a maniac that may make me sound, but it's true. So please email me for coaching or plans if you are interested. Go ahead and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram where I post, you know, some thirst traps. And like I always say, Devin loves you, Devin's a Don, and Devin is out of here, boy.